You knew it would hurt, but you did it anyway. You ignored that quiet voice inside, the one that whispered warnings, felt the red flags, and begged you to stop. But you didn't. You kept walking toward what you knew would burn. Why? Why do we chase what wounds us? Why do we silence our intuition again and again, and then cry in disbelief when the pain we expected arrives? This is not a story about regret. It's about awakening. Because behind every bad decision, every heartbreak, betrayal, and broken promise, we are not stupid. We are not broken. We are searching, and sometimes the only way we learn is through the fire. From a young age, we're taught to rationalize away our feelings. We're told to be logical, to ignore the gut, to suppress the soul's whispers. But that gut feeling, it's not just a superstition. It's ancient wisdom. It's your intuition, the language of your subconscious, the radar of your spirit. Every time you've felt something's off and didn't listen, you paid the price. Not because you were being punished, but because you were being taught. There's a strange truth most people never admit. Sometimes we're addicted to pain. We return to what hurts, to the person who makes us feel small, to the job that drains our soul, to the habit that leaves us empty. Why? Because the pain is familiar. Because chaos is comfortable when you grew up surrounded by it. Because part of us still believes we deserve it. And so, we self-sabotage, not because we want to suffer, but because we haven't yet healed the parts of us that think suffering is love. We lie to ourselves with beautiful words. We call lust love. We call obsession devotion. We call anxiety excitement. But deep down, something always feels off. We know when we're forcing it. We know when we're settling. We know when something isn't right. But we keep going anyway. Because to turn around would mean facing the truth, that we already knew the outcome, and chose it anyway. Every bad choice was a teacher. Not because you deserved the suffering, but because life wanted you to finally see yourself. Every betrayal you tolerated taught you how much you were willing to abandon yourself for love. Every situation you stayed in too long revealed where your boundaries were missing. Every moment you ignored your intuition was a moment that carved wisdom into your bones. You didn't fail. You evolved. Maybe you've stayed with someone who broke you. Maybe you left someone who truly cared. Maybe you chased a dream that left you empty. It's okay. Forgive yourself. You weren't weak. You were human, and everything you did with the tools, knowledge, and consciousness you had at the time. Now you know better. Now you feel the difference. Now you can choose differently. Every mistake cracked open your intuition. You hear it louder now. It doesn't whisper anymore, it roars. You begin to trust your body again. You sense energy, not just words. You no longer argue with red flags. You respect them. You realize pain was never the destination. It was just the wake-up call. And the more you trust yourself, truly, deeply, the less you will chase what you once mistook for love, for purpose, for worth. You don't need to repeat the pattern again to finally believe the lesson. You don't need to get hurt again to prove you're strong enough. You can walk away now. Not because it's easy, but because you finally know yourself. You finally hear your soul, and it's no longer begging, it's leading. This time, you listen. You're not the person who once chose pain. You're the person who grew through it. The next time you feel your intuition speak, don't ignore it. That's not fear. That's not anxiety. That's your inner guide, remembering how to protect you. Trust it. Because when you truly trust yourself, you don't need to play games. You don't need to prove anything. You don't need to earn love through suffering. You simply choose peace and watch your life transform. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, press the thumbs up and share it with others. It helps spread the message of inner peace. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel to see more videos like this.